Well, hey there, YouTube. Another lawn mowing for 2021 is in the books. May 13th, 2021, Thursday. Just got done mowing the lawn. I did go ahead and raise it up half of one notch this week. Slowly working on raising it up all the way, since I do have a Kentucky bluegrass, which is a cold weather grass. So you definitely want that to be longer in the warm months. I probably have the mower up about 3/4 of the way right now, which this seems like a pretty good length. I'll eventually raise it up another half of a level, half of a tab on the wheels, which will make it one away from the very highest setting. But for this part of the year, I think it's nice. I've been slowly raising it. When the last mow of fall, winter comes around, I slowly work on lowering it. I don't lower it all the way down, but I get it pretty low. And then in the spring, I start off pretty low and slowly work its way up. I think this is the third time I've raised it. But just wanted to show you the mowing. I went ahead and did the crisscross pattern yet again. You know, the reason I do that, which it's not necessary, and another guy commented, I believe last time around, that he'll do it once this way, 1 week, or I should say one time, and then the next time he'll do it the opposite way, and that leaves a nice, crisscross pattern. But I believe he said he mows his grass every 4 days. And ideally, if you have the dedication to mow your grass every 4 days, that probably is the absolute best practice you can have on a lawn, twice a week. Because you never want to take off more than 1/3 at one time. That's the rule. The less the better. So I applaud you, whoever you are. I forgot that mows your lawn every 4 days. You're definitely doing it the correct way. I do it once a week, once every 7 days, and I can get away with it. I think it looks pretty nice. I'm pretty dedicated to my lawn, but I'm not dedicated enough where I'm going to do it twice a week. It's not going to happen. Go ahead and show you this upper part of the lawn right here. Here's the very upper part, and you can see this grass. I really wish I knew the exact name of this. The landscaper guy called this Mexican grass, but he also called that Mexican grass. And they're definitely a different type of grass, that versus this. Anyways, I'd like to know the correct name if anybody knows. I mean, there's so many of these, it's really hard to know. But it is getting larger. There's a little tree I planted there. You can see the cactus is getting pads on it. The tortoise will love those. These are sunflowers that have reseeded themselves from last year that are coming up. And I'll have a bunch of very tall, I'm trying to think, what are the names of those bulbs? Not tulips and not daffodils, gladiolas. I have tons of gladiolas that'll come in there. So this is going to fill itself up real nice and tall like it does every year. I won't make this a real long video. I did go ahead and treat my pear tree. I went ahead and sprayed it, so hopefully I believe it's called the cotton moth, won't be able to lay its eggs in there and destroy all my pears that are growing. As you can see, we are going to have a lot of pears this year. This thing is just loaded with little ones. And there are 3 different varieties on here. But here's this other grass you refer to as Mexican grass. You can see it's definitely different. This grows a lot more bushy. It grows faster. I actually prefer this one better. Okay, so here's the apple tree. This is the one that I lost half of it due to the wind last winter. But I went ahead and sprayed this too. And Don't have any fruit for me. Oh, yeah, we do have fruit. There we go. Yep, yep. Got tons of apples off of this last year. So many, there's no way in the world I could possibly eat them all. Bird Village. I don't know what this little bird's doing. It's still in there, but it's built up so much poop. I don't know how it's ever going to get out of there. Oh, that's a mystery. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I just want to show off my fabulous California poppy. This is just so awesome, this plant. I've said it a dozen times, but it reseeded itself last year. Started off as a little tiny guy. That's after one season of reseeding itself. Isn't that something? Look, there's a little bee, a little tiny pollinator bee of some type in there, pollinating. Maybe a fly, a bee, something. Hey look, we got some frogs on our fountain. Here, take a shot from down here. Yes, I am very proud of my green grass. I do take pride in it. The last neighborhood I lived in, there was only me and one other person that really took pride in our lawns. The rest of them just kind of let them go to shit. And I'm seeing the trend here too. Myself and my neighbor really take pride in our lawns, and the rest of the people just, they don't. Just let the weeds grow and just, I don't know. Just don't have any pride in ownership. I really don't get it. Like I say, it doesn't cost anything to go outside of your house and pull the weeds. That is free. That is absolutely free. Okay, here's this cat mint that I planted a few weeks ago, and it's just exploded here. Those beautiful flowers on there. It's doing great. Forgot what kind of mint this is, but this thing has really exploded. Check that out. Comes back every year. This one will come back every year. That comes back every year. I've got a few plants here I still have to plant. I have another variety of grass, another lavender. I have another one of those aspen trees I need to put somewhere. And this fellow here, whatever that is. And of course, here's a poppy that's self-seeded itself there, so I just leave it. And here's a climbing rose bush, which is just getting ready to explode in flowers. I don't know if you can see all the buds. It is just covered with them everywhere. This is going to be a real nice treat here in a few more days. I'll show you guys what I've used this year to fertilize and treat this with. But I'll just show you the rest of how everything's doing real quick. All my stuff in the pots. A piece of crap Chinese windmill that I've welded back and reinforced is working well now. Of course, that beautiful purple robe locust. Okay folks, thanks for watching. Let me show you what I've used on that rose bush. Stand by. Okay, here we are in the shed. Okay, here we go. I thought it was made by Bayer, you know, the aspirin brand, but I guess it's not. They make one too. Okay, it's called Bio Advanced All-in-One Rose and Flower Care. And you mix this up per the directions. I just mix it up in a 2.5 gallon watering can, and pour it right where the roots would be, you know, right at the base of the plant. And that's what's really caused it to explode this year, and I haven't seen any aphids on it this year. So this stuff seems to be working right here. So that's what I'm using on those climbing rose bushes right here, this stuff. See, no spraying. You just mix it and pour it at the base. Stand by. Okay, this here is what I've decided to use on my fruit trees. And I've used it on the apple tree, the pear tree, and the little peach tree. I didn't use it on the cherry tree because I've never really noticed any issues with any bad insects on the cherry tree, except for the birds that eat them. So I didn't use it, but see the codling moth, that's what I have a problem with. So if you want to see what it is, I got this at my local Lowe's Home Improvement. This is what I've used, and we'll see how it works this year. I mean, it seemed to fit the bill from what I read on it. It was really the only product there that I thought would work well that addressed the codling moth. Stand by. Okay, this is what I've been using on all my plants, flowers, all the things in the containers, things that aren't in the containers. Not the lawn, just, you know, the plants I have. I've been using this Alaska fish fertilizer. You can get it online. I got it at my local Lowe's. It stinks, especially if you don't like fish like I do. I mean, this stuff will make you gag. But it's obviously all natural, and you know, fish makes a great fertilizer. So this is what I've been using here. And it seems to do a really good job. If you want to check it out real quick, you can. Okay, stand by. Okay, and then on my actual lawn, I prefer to use this, the Lorganite. That's what I prefer to use. I've seen a lot of people are complaining it's up to $17 or $20 a bag now. I've never seen this product at my Lowe's. I had to go to Home Depot to get this, but it is available online too. This is what I like using right here. Gives it that really nice green, dark green color. So this is what I prefer to use in my lawn. And it's not a synthetic. It's an organic fertilizer made out of I think it's like, you know, biosolids from sewage treatment plants. Works great though. And then from time to time, you know, instead of using this, I use some of my Miracle Grow. I'll go back and forth. Miracle Grow works great too. I'm sure you guys all know that. And then I'll also use Epsom salt sometimes. Don't worry, this isn't salt that's going to burn everything. It's Epsom salt. It's totally different. It's great for your plants. It really is. So if you don't know about this, look up Epsom salt and gardening. I have to use this for some stuff to make the soil more acidic, I guess it is, for certain plants, because we have a mainly alkaline soil up here. And then, you know, all this other stuff is just stuff I mainly pick up on clearance. I don't hardly use it. It's all full, but you can see why I pick it up. It was $37. You know, I got it for $3. You can't pass this stuff up when it's on clearance, so I always make sure to buy all this weed killer and bug spray and everything when it's on clearance. And you know, these are just other things I use out here in the shed. These, you know. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing how nice the lawn's looking this summer so far. Alright guys, thanks for watching.